It's a chilly and moist, sometimes rainy Memorial Day today.
It is very moist.
Yeah, it's kind of got me inspired to want to sing some rainy day songs.
Oh, that's okay, honey. You don't have to.
You don't want me to?
No, it's fine. You're good. I think you'll be just fine.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Oh, my. That is a good old song. You don't know the rest of the words?
That's all I know.
Oh, well, here, I'll sing it for you.
No. I'm doing the singing.
Do you not like my singing?
No, how about this one? Rainy day bells ring in the chapel.
Okay, that's good enough. You're done. Stop. You're good.
That's one of our favorite songs.
I love the song. I do.
All right, last one. How about this one?
Oh, you just won't stop, will you?
All right, here we go. Last one.
Hold on, everybody.
Rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my baby.
Stop.
Feel a little frisky.
It just won't stop. Oh, gosh. You're killing me. Buckle in, everybody. It's The Riveted with Chris and Gina.
It really is like rainy and chilly outside on Memorial Day. We're recording this podcast today, and we were snuggled up inside the Airstream and just thought we'd go ahead and
I'd like to be snuggled up.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Have a fun little podcast record, just the two of us. No guests today. Everybody's enjoying their Memorial Day.
You are stuck with us.
And that's all right. But
yes.
Hope everybody's having a wonderful Memorial Day. I mean, you're going to be listening to this after Memorial Day, but, you know.
Hope you had a nice Memorial
That's a better
weekend.
way to put it.
How about that?
Hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Here where we are, it is pretty crappy weather.
Yes.
Just in a shift of one day, because like over the weekend it was pretty, and then on Monday today
it's moist. Chris just likes to say moist.
Moist.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just chat a minute and talk about a few different things. I have got one more amazing story to share.
You do?
I describe it as amazing. Gina, for some reason, does not feel that compelled. But
well, maybe I don't know the whole story. I mean, you just gave me a little you just showed me an object and said, "This is amazing."
The impactfulness of this story, I think, is profound. I think it's about like the importance of well, I don't even know. It's over the top.
You don't know the story that you're going to tell?
Well, I'm about to tell it.
Okay,
and
you're about to.
I'm going to right now.
Okay, we'll do it. Start.
Okay, so I just think it's really, really amazing. So a few weeks back, we did our spring Walburnizing session.
Oh, yes, we did.
Full on detail. Wash the roof, the whole 9 yards, right?
Yes, Chris calls it massaging the Airstream.
Yes, we had our hands all over our Airstream for a full on day.
2 days, really.
It's a very pleasurable experience, even though it's a lot of work. And for anybody that has recently done theirs this spring, you know what I'm talking about.
They absolutely understand.
So anyway, we are currently settled at Gina's mother's.
Yes.
As we've shared in the past, you know, we're kind of staying a little closer to home right now with her. Gina's dad's passing and stuff. So they've got a good sized driveway. We could easily back our rig into their driveway with plenty of length left over. There's
it's very nice.
Yeah, big. They were
It's big.
lifelong RVers too, so they had a big motorhome and everything. He's got a parking spot with one of those covered aluminum shelters and stuff. So plenty of space, right? So we had the Airstream out in the driveway doing the cleaning and the detailing and the Walburnizing, and I took off my front window rock guard protectors.
Yes, which we always do whenever we're doing this kind of stuff.
We do, yeah. Yes. And for anybody that is familiar with that process, you know, you've got these two little screws. You open up your center window rock protector, and that exposes two little screws that you are kind of like quarter turn screws, and they come loose, and then you take your corner curved rock guard windows off. And I did that, right? Well, I'm going to go ahead and admit that I I've known for many months now that one of those screws, and it's a very unique screw that
Now wait just a minute.
What?
Well, go ahead. No, finish.
Okay.
I got to hear what you're going to say first.
Well, anybody that's held one in their hands or seen one visually, it's a very unique screw. It looks like a Phillips head screw on the end, but then it's got this weird little flat point to it. Doesn't have threads,
and it's real small.
And it's very small, and it's got a
and what's its
a little thin washer.
Yes.
That fits over that flat end that holds that screw.
Yes, but what's the purpose of that screw?
The purpose of that screw is to hold the curved window rock guards closed.
Correct.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of those per rock guard, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And so I've had one that for the past couple months, or actually longer, I've known it was missing the little washer that held it onto the window rock guard, because it normally just stays there when you make it loose. So I've actually had it fall off a couple times in the past, and I looked down, and right there it was, and I picked it up. Well,
the washer,
the whole screw.
Oh, the whole screw. Okay.
Yeah. And so this go round, I lost it, and I lost it.
Mm-hmm. And you said this was like a month ago?
We Walburnized at the beginning of May.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I lost it at the beginning of May. And I knew I lost it. I looked for it, couldn't find it. I mean, we had water hose going. We had just all kinds of stuff happening. And so anyway,
blowing.
I just resigned myself to the fact that it was gone, and put the rock guard back in place with just one screw. And we went to the beach.
Yeah, so this is where my concern comes in, because we drove hundreds and hundreds of miles for the beach, and then to Shelby, and then back here and everything else. And did you just lose the screw again?
No.
Okay. And what I'm hearing you say right now, which I did not know the screw was missing, but would you stop?
Sorry.
What I'm hearing right now is that you're telling me that we drove this rig hundreds of miles with only one screw holding our window up, our rock guard up.
I have 100% confidence in that one screw, but I will also say
well, I guess you do now.
I will also say that the way that it works is those screws hold that curved rock guard closed, and then you close your center window down, and it has it blocks the pieces of the rock guard window from coming off. So it would have not. I don't think it would have blown open had I lost the second screw. But anyway, that's not part of my amazing story.
But
let me finish.
But honey, we tell each other everything.
Okay.
And I'm just curious why you didn't tell me that you had lost a screw held a very important part of our camper together going down the road.
Because I was disappointed in myself.
Oh, don't be disappointed in yourself. But
because I didn't address it the first time I noticed that it was gone, and I got lucky with having it fall out a couple times and immediately just picking it up and putting it back in.
Yes, but we could have put on like a full court press in looking for this.
I did. I looked for it. Anyway, so anyway, we did go to the beach without that screw in. We also went to the Shining and Shelby rally, which was not that far away, but we went to that.
It was a long way from the beach.
Yeah, I know. But so we did that. And then we come back and settle in here where we are. And I have mowed the yard twice since we got back. Mm-hmm. And, it's like
and weed eated.
A big lot, riding lawnmower, weed eater, blower, the whole 9 yards. Mm-hmm. And listener, you're probably knowing where I'm coming from with this. But anyway, there is a double wide driveway, our truck, her mother's Subaru, and a cool little Volkswagen Beetle, and 2 trash cans, and a chain link fence, and
it slopes down a hill,
and it kind of gradually goes down a slight
Yes,
hill to the road from the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those things around, and trees and
rain,
everything. And so Saturday afternoon,
yes,
we mowed the yard. Gina mowed and I blowed.
You blowed.
Yep,
you blowed it, baby.
Gina mowed and I blowed. And
wouldn't it be blue?
I just like to say mowed and blowed. And so okay, here's the other little side story to this.
Here we go.
Here's the other amazing part, right? So at the beginning of this year, I got glasses for the first time. I needed glasses.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. You have told us about that.
Yeah, I should be wearing glasses all the time.
Yes.
And so I was out. I had headphones in, listening to some music. The blower was doing its thing. I was not wearing glasses. I was wearing non-prescription sunglasses. And I'm blowing off the deck and working my way around and going down the driveway. And there's grass clippings and all kinds of stuff. And I'm blowing and doing my thing and working my way down the driveway. And I just see something rolling in front of me mixed into all of the debris of the grass clippings and the junk on the driveway. And I thought it looked odd. And so I just stopped my blowing and I went over and looked at it, and it was that damn screw.
You found your screw, baby.
It was. And I mean, this is a very uniquely shaped thing. You can't replace it with anything other than that. I mean, it's a quarter turn, weird little tip. Almost looks like a.
Had you thought about that when you were out there doing your blowing and stuff? Were you thinking, "Oh, I'm going to find that screw today"?
No, I had totally forgotten about it. It was out of my mind. I had let it go because I'd lost it so many weeks ahead.
Yeah,
and and it was on my little mental to-do list of things to take care of on the Airstream. And I mean, I'm holding it in my hand right now. And what caused it to fall off is because it has this thin little washer that is on it too. And that's what I lost. The little washer is what holds it in place.
So you don't have the washer now?
I never had the washer. The washer's been gone for a while. That's what causes it to keep falling out. But several weeks, rainstorms, mowing and blowing, traveling up and down the road, cars going in and out of the driveway. I don't know where it was or how I picked it up, but I found it blowing grass clippings down the driveway.
You know why? I know why now.
Tell me why.
I think somewhere subconsciously in there, or somewhere energetically around you or something, was this field of you knowing that you were going to have to tell me at some point that you had lost this screw and we had been traveling without it going down the road.
Yeah, you're right.
You think?
Absolutely. Yeah. It reminds me of another little side story. I'm not going to tell it right now, but about when we lost your wedding ring.
Oh, yeah.
Or when I lost your wedding ring.
Yeah, you did lose it.
Yeah.
You did.
But
you found that too.
I did find that too.
Like a couple weeks later, right?
Yeah. But this one, this is.
We should get air tags for everything.
You can't put an air tag on this screw.
We're going to have to put it on everything that you touch.
I mean, when you think about your Airstream listener and rivets, screws, little unique pieces of hardware, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can easily be replaced. But I would venture to say that this little teeny thing that I'm holding in my hand, given its unique shape, is it's a one of a kind part that
where will you get it from? Airstream?
I think you'd almost have to. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe we should get a couple and have on hand.
It looks like
since we know that this happens.
This little tip thing looks like a little platypus nose or something.
Oh my.
And then it's got.
You got your glasses on now so you can really see it, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And so I was just totally amazed. I think it's an amazing story of. I
wonder how many other people have had amazing stories like that.
Yeah, it's resilience, it's perseverance, it's me manifesting, bringing it back to me.
You manifest
a tremendous amount of luck and a lot of stupidity, all wrapped in together to get this little screw back into my life.
And you've got it, honey,
in our
right
Airstream
in
life.
the palm of your hand.
I do. I'm holding it right now.
You are.
And now I still got to get a little funky washer to make sure it doesn't fall out again.
Well,
but I agree with you, Gina. This is probably one of those things that you should have
some
extras in your parts box for rolling down the road, because it is a unique piece.
We're going to research that, and we're going to order a couple extras.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So I hope you enjoyed that story, listener. I guess my word of advice to you is don't let your little quarter turn screw on your curved rock guard window covers get lost.
Get away from you.
Yeah. Because it's, unless of course you're
extra.
You're a master blowy man, and when you're out blowing the grass clippings, it just collects the lost stuff that you had from weeks prior.
Yeah. It really is amazing, Chris. I will give you credit here. It is amazing that.
Thank you, baby.
With the slope of this driveway and everything else, the way that we ride across it with the mower and we've washed the rig and the rain and everything, that it hasn't just like disappeared.
Like 3 seconds more or less, I could have like taken all of those clippings and blown them off into the grass beside the driveway,
and it could have been lost.
And it would have been lost forever. I would have never seen it. But it was like my eyes were drawn to it. Just my imperfect eyes that didn't have my glasses on were like just drawn to it. Boom!
It's like wait, I got to get that.
Yeah.
Wait.
So now that we've talked about it and you've learned that I obviously do have it, I'll drop it one more time. Listen.
Yeah, it bounces too.
Well, that way that's what we're talking about. Yes. Okay, so that's my story, Gina, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, stick to it.
Yeah. So what else we're going to chat about today?
Okay, so we're moving on now.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay. All right, so I hope that everyone indulged him on that story and has a story of their own. So I thought it might be fun, because we tend to get questions here and there from listeners, and I thought it might be fun just to answer a couple of them on here today.
I like that idea.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it then.
Okay. All right. So, am I looking at the questions here that you sent me? And we're looking at the same thing.
We're looking at the same thing. There's just a few of them on here that I thought we could talk about, and one of them, do you want me to start?
Sure.
Okay. So one of them is from a very, very recent episode that someone asked, do you really play the banjo, Chris?
Yes. That is a great question. Well,
now be honest.
I'll be honest. Okay.
They want you to be honest.
It all starts with childhood. So, I was probably in elementary school, and I have a cousin that's a good bit older than me. He was probably a teenager, probably wasn't quite old enough to drive.
Now, is this the first cousin or third cousin removed?
No, I think it'd be my first cousin. It was my dad's sister's son.
Your dad's sister.
Son.
So
that's the first cousin.
That's your first cousin.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
My cousin. Yeah. And so I remember as a kid, he had a banjo, and he was learning to play it. And one day we were sitting down in the floor at my grandparents' house, and he let me play it, and he showed me a few little things, and he put those little metal things on my fingers,
Oh, yeah.
And
aren't those picks or something? I forget what they're called.
I don't know either. So I remember as a childhood
brass
that
knuckles,
memory.
that's what they're called.
And it's not brass knuckles. And that is what inspired me to not ever play the banjo. So that episode.
So the answer to that is
yes. The answer to that is no. I do not play the banjo. With the power and the magic of technology, I was able to find a fun little banjo clip to put that into the recording.
It was fun.
It was fun. I mean, I won that two.
I know you're just cute, honey. Yes.
So no, unfortunately, I don't know how to play the banjo. I like the banjo. Gina does not.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Okay. How untrue is it?
Well, no, I like listening to banjo music when it's incorporated into other music.
The coming off of the Shining and Shelby rally where we were camped right beside the Earl Scruggs Center museum.
That was just fitting.
It was fitting for that episode, and I just, in my kind of comical yet weird mind, I thought I would add that in. And I thank you for whoever sent that question in, asking if I really play, because it was like a compliment that, I'm that talented, even though I'm not.
Maybe it was a compliment that you were talented enough to splice it together the way you did.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I'll take that. Yeah.
So, your editing was awesome.
So yes, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I do not play the banjo.
Yes.
All right.
I would not let you carry a banjo around in the Airstream.
Yeah.
Unlike the guitar, you carried around for years and years and years and never played it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I have a question I'm seeing that would be fitting for you, Gina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the next question.
All right.
And this tells me that there's people that are paying attention to our post because of the visual aspect of their question.
Yes.
They want to know if we got new furniture in our Airstream.
Oh.
Because they remember back post earlier in April and so forth, we had a purple couch, and now that they see it's white, so they want to know if we got a new couch in our Airstream. So
they paid attention to our photographs that we've put up, is what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. So
that's a good eye, actually.
It's a good eye.
To pay attention. Because hopefully you did not put a photograph up side by side with one purple and one white.
I did not do that. No.
Okay. Yeah. So they are paying attention. So kudos to them. Thank you. And the answer is no. We have the same couch as we have had for years, and we do have new covers. Well, technically they're not new, but we switch them out. So we do the purple in the wintertime, and then and it's actually a very light gray. It's kind of shiny when the light hits it, but it's gray, not really white. But we put that in here in the spring and summer, right? And it's from Lovesac. If you've ever heard of Lovesac, they have stores around here and there. I'm not sure how popular they are.
They're all over the country.
Are they? Because
major brand, popular brand.
Well, I just didn't know if they had gone to catalog only at this point, or if they still had showrooms.
They got stores everywhere, and I think they still do some partnerships in some stores in Best Buy and things like that. I mean, it's a major,
really?
Big deal.
Okay. Well,
and so
we found them in 2012 or 2014, something like that.
Yeah.
And we love it when a couch, like I think we've said this before, the couch is from our home when we had a home, Sticks and Bricks. And so we decided to switch out our Airstream furniture and bring this in, and it fits perfectly. And just to kind of give it some flair, we switched the covers around. And,
and they're perfect for maybe folks with animals or little kids running around, because the covers can come off and easy to wash. Gina just sticks them in the washing machine, washes them, dries them like normal. They don't shrink. It's it's perfect.
Super easy. Super easy.
And they got
slide them back on and you're done.
Yeah, tons of different styles and colors
thousands.
and fabrics.
The fabric, they even have leather.
Yep.
So they have suede and leather and
but it makes a huge difference in the inside aesthetic of our Airstream when we change the colors. I mean, the silvery white ones that's on right now obviously makes it look a lot bigger and really more I would say in a little bit more formal. And then
does it?
I think
maybe we should get a different color.
No, and then the purple in the wintertime is very cozy and squishy.
Oh gosh, those purple ones, man. It just calls you and you just want to ball up on the couch and just chill. It's so nice.
So the answer to that question, Gina, is same couch, different covers, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
but we've had the covers.
Oh yeah.
We've had them for years.
We
actually bought them when we were on the road out west somewhere. We stopped. Was that Salt Lake? Where were we when we decided?
No, when we ordered these silver color covers, we were down in Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, we were?
Yeah, we were.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah. So we fold them up, and some of them roll and others fold, and we put them in a tote and just carry them with us and
switch them
out. So,
easy on, easy off.
Yeah.
Like it. And thanks for noticing that. That was a good eye.
And I will just say that if any of you are interested in possibly pursuing or looking at Lovesac, we seek out one of their retail stores and walk in and say, Chris and Gina sent me. And they'll know what you're talking about.
Don't you wish?
Yeah. That's all you got to say is just say, Chris and Gina sent me.
Yeah.
Show me the stuff. And,
show me.
Yeah. And yeah, it'll be great. You'll pay full retail price.
That's a deal, I'm telling you.
I think you pay full retail price at Lovesac all the time anyway. But it is amazing awesome stuff.
They have sales.
Yeah, they do have sales.
Yes, they have sales. But anyway.
Good question and observation there, listener. Thank you for that.
That was fabulous. But okay, this one has your name all over it, Chris. I mean, wonderful. Literally, it has your name all over it.
I cannot believe somebody would ask me this question if this is what I'm reading.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm going to read it word for word, okay?
Okay.
Love how you guys talk about anything. Your comments on the toilet and how you pee were great. Can you believe this? I would like to know if you really do sit down to pee, Chris. I have a bet with my husband and we need to settle it. Thanks for the laughs and keep the stories coming. I told you, it has your name all over it.
Sure does.
I'd like to know how they came up with this bet.
Well,
I wonder what what do they win in this bet?
Well, I was about to say the same thing.
She didn't share that at all.
Before I answer, I'd like to know what the terms of the bet are.
Oh yeah, I bet you do.
No, I'll be straight up with you. I mean, I was straight up on the episode, and I will honestly say that yes, at nighttime, I definitely pee sitting down. If I've got to get up in the middle of the night and we're asleep and the camper's dark, yes, I pee sitting down. And if I can think about it, I'll do it as often as I can, but sometimes I still do the little side deflect bank shot deal.
Oh my.
And
now is this when you're standing up or when you're sitting down?
No, when I'm standing up. Yeah. Like if So, and then other parts of it, I will say this, it's dependent on the pants or shorts I'm wearing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now what does that have to do with it?
If I'm wearing something that's really loose and easy to deal with, then I may pee standing up. But if I've got like jeans on or like thick shorts or something going on that I have to fight, then I might sit down.
I cannot believe that we're sitting here talking about this.
Yeah, but I do believe we've done our research enough. And I think if anybody else were to evaluate it at the level that we have, I think that when you pee standing up in a small RV toilet, small bathroom like an Airstream, you can get some little splatters that you visually can't see, but it goes places you don't want it to go. Mm-hmm. And then I do think that flushing the toilet with the lid up can also cause that. So I think in both cases, men, if you have a very strong flow, you probably should pee sitting down and then make sure you flush with the lid closed. And then that will cut down on the potential splatters that nobody wants to deal with.
That's right. Because I'm the one who cleans that wall, not you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, there is a philosophy that it's something like you can shake it, pull it, squeeze it, smack it on the wall, but you got to put it back in your pants before the last damn drop will fall.
Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah.
And is that true?
Very much so.
It is?
Yeah. I mean, it's very, very true for most men.
Even if you're sitting down, it's true even if you're sitting down?
Yes and no. I mean, if you're sitting down, then usually, you can get your pants back up pretty quick. But, I mean, yeah, you're still going to have some drippage.
And I know it's like maybe laws of physics or engineering, or whatever it is. But even sitting down, it looks like you'd have to control where that stream goes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
All right. because otherwise, it'd be like going between the toilet seat and the rim, and it would just be everywhere.
You have to do that.
I am so glad it is you guys who have to deal with that, and not us ladies.
Yeah, well,
But now let's do clarify this, because we're not quite sure what the bed is, and so she just said that she wanted to know if you really do sit down to pee, right?
Well, I
but
think
I'm assuming that the bed is in the Airstream, like when you're in your home here and you're going to the bathroom, not like when you're out at a restaurant,
correct,
or something. See, like we don't know what that bed
purely,
is.
Yeah, this is purely an Airstream number one scenario. It's like if
so if you're out on the road somewhere and you go to a restaurant or something like that.
No, I'm not peeing sitting down at the the Buc-ee's bathroom or anything like that.
Oh, but the Buc-ee's, no, they have a lot of bathrooms.
I know that they do, and they're wonderfully clean, but I'm not going to sit down to pee at
now the men's bath. Just because you said Buc-ee's, I got to ask this question. The men's bathroom in Buc-ee's, is it individual stalls, or do they have like a big
they
urinal?
have both.
They do.
Well, no, they have typical stand-up urinals that are divided in banks, and then they have regular bathroom stalls.
Okay. So it's not all just stalls.
No, it's both, but it's
interesting.
Yeah, so
that was a little side thing there.
That was a very aggressive question, but I'm glad you sent it in, and
I just
happy
hope that,
to have answered it.
I hope that she won the bet personally. I mean, I don't know what it is, but maybe
sure she
she'll
did.
write in.
I'm sure she did, because
listener, write in and let us know if you won the bet.
Most men are probably not going to consider just peeing sitting down.
And I can't remember what episode. I probably should have gone back to look. I can't remember what episode it was, but we did have a conversation about bathrooms and toilets and stuff in the Airstream, and it was a popular episode too. But
that was
but
thank you. Not too long ago, back in the winter.
Yeah,
a few months
back.
But
thank you for that question. That was a fun one.
That was Tom and Joy's conversation.
Oh yes, it was. We talked about a lot on there.
All right.
Thing. Yes.
Well, so here's a cool one. Somebody says that they'd love to meet us in person and want to know our travel schedule this summer. How can they find that out?
Oh.
And that's very sweet of you to ask.
That is very nice of you. And I don't know. They want to meet us in person?
Well, they think they do. Well, here's
they think that right now until they meet us.
The timing of that question is actually kind of ironic, because here's why. We have a feature on our website, therivetedfox.com, that has an upcoming event area, and that's where we usually list when we've got a camp out planned.
Yeah, we used to utilize that a lot.
Yeah, when we had community Zooms we did back during COVID and wintertime months when nobody's RVing and stuff like that. So anyway, we've got that spot, and we were just talking about, weren't we, Gina? About
we were what to do,
putting up on that calendar on our website when we're going to be somewhere, and we're probably going to start doing that.
I think that would be a great idea, especially now that we've got people asking us about it. So we could post, it doesn't mean that there's going to be any kind of event happening. It's just letting people know what our schedule is, where we're planning on being. And then that way, if you check it out and you're in that area, maybe you could come and say hey to us. We'd love that.
Yeah.
We would love for you to come up and say hey to us.
Because we are, we're very social people. I think you're aware of that by now.
You can sit on our couch.
You can come sit on the couch, and not only that, but you can hang out and record a podcast with us, because
that would be fun.
That's one of the cool things is, we come to some of these fun events and hang out and visit, and then anybody that wants to participate, they can come on into the mobile podcast recording studio and chat with us.
Yes. But, I mean, we're not going to list like, hey, we're going to dinner at such and such place.
Oh, yeah,
but nothing like that. But let's say we're going to be camping at a certain location. We'll put where we're going to be. And, we've got other things coming up, other little rallies that we're going to go to or stop by, and we can put those up.
For the perfect instance is that this coming Thursday, we're going to leave and we're going to go to the top of Georgia Airstream Park for a long weekend.
But it's not on our website yet.
Not yet, but I mean, we can put it up there.
Let's put it up there.
So whose responsibility is that going to be, Jeannie? Yours or mine?
Yes. You want me to take that responsibility?
That would be a wonderful thing for you to do.
And so we just announced that right then, didn't we? That so if it doesn't show up, then I'm the one to blame.
Well,
yes, I
don't
know.
Have anything else to say about that?
I know you don't. But
I'm sitting here fingering this little screw.
Please leave that screw alone.
It's just
you're just in awe over it.
It makes me smile.
But thank you, listener, for asking that question, and we will start listing that on our events page of therivetedfox.com.
Yes.
Events page.
And wonderful question. Thanks for.
But now, hey, if you're going to the website and you're going to look up our events, go ahead and go to the contact me page and send us a message about when is a good time for us to have a conversation with you and get you on here and hear your stories.
That's right.
Yes, that's the fun part.
Okay, so last question, Gina, that I'm seeing on mine. Are you going to do it or me?
No, of course I'm going to do it. A few episodes back, we made an announcement, and so someone has called us out on it, wants to know our intentions. So they said, you announced you would be at International, but didn't say if you will be recording there. Are you looking for guests, and how can we be involved? I thought that was a pretty interesting question. That's
pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. We understand that parking is tight, rally-style parking conditions, and we have no idea where we're going to be, but our plan is to do two things. Obviously, spread the word that anybody that wants to participate and be on as a guest for our podcast, we love for you to reach out to us and let us know you're going to be at International, and we can schedule times to visit and record an episode with you. And then we do have plans to try to pull together a happy hour.
Yes.
For everybody that's been on our podcast as a guest, and then anybody else that wants to come hang. And we don't know scheduling or availability on any of that kind of stuff yet. And then we also are going to try to participate in the vendor hall in some way with
we've got to get up with Rich and Cindy and see how to set that up.
So
that'll be fun.
We got several things we're thinking of with that, and we're also just looking forward to diving into that big, huge rally and meeting some new friends and having a big time. So
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. Thanks for that question, and we look forward to seeing everybody up there in York. Great questions. I like that, Gina. That was a fun little session.
Yeah, I just wanted to answer a few of them for these people if we could. I thought it would be fun.
Yep.
Then they get to hear their questions on the air.
Yes. So we are about to do something that so far we have not ever done on this podcast.
This is a first for us?
It's a first.
Woo!
We are about to tell you about an upcoming episode and who's going to be on it.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
We're not going to do that.
We are.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes. So
okay, let's do it. Drum roll.
So listener, we were very fortunate to get connected with somebody that has a very unique connection to Airstream, and also just such an amazing personality and uniqueness to his artistry.
He is an artist.
Absolutely. So
yes.
So a lot of you are probably aware. Many of you are aware. If you're not, it's easy to look up and find it. But back, close to 20 years ago, there was this cool guitar that was made that looked like an Airstream Bambi. It was made by Epiphone. It was called the Air Screamer guitar. And there was a limited edition of them made, and it was a partnership between Epiphone, Airstream, and also the Trailer Park Troubadours.
Yes.
Which is a very cool band, 20-plus year, almost 30-year band, primarily based out of Nashville. But the lead singer and the band leader of that band is a guy named Ancy McLean.
Amazing man.
And we have an upcoming episode with Ancy McLean, everybody.
Yay!
He is such a cool guy. We've recorded this episode. We're going to have it come out real soon. But I'm telling you, he's a recording artist, huge catalog of work, over 20 albums, hundreds of songs. He's got a very cool vibe about him when it comes to Airstream and the longevity and history of.
And he's so down to earth.
Oh man, he sure is. And it's he tells the backstory about how that guitar came about, and just a lot of special insights about his music and him as an individual, and just all kinds of cool things about how his connection to Airstream and travel trailers and just the lifestyle in general. So yes, upcoming very soon is.
So be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout for it. Antsy McLean, the one and only.
Well, I hope they're listening to all of our episodes. But
well, yeah, yes, yeah. But normally we put out a little announcement on socials about what's coming a couple days ahead, and then the day that the episode goes live, we put out some information about who's on as a guest.
We have a lot of cool episodes coming up that we can't talk about yet.
Well, lots of them, and every guest is special.
Yes,
we're excited about this one because it's very unique kind of collaboration from back in the day, and this Air Screamer guitar is such a unique piece, and it's got some nostalgia around the brand, and the guy that has his band name on the head of this guitar is
cool is
a
that?
Guest on our podcast. So, and we had a amazing connection with him and how that came about. So we're just really, really excited to bring that episode out to you. It'll be coming soon, so just keep your eyes out for it.
Yeah,
and it's like I think I'm even mentioned on that episode, it's like we're not even a year in and we've already got these like major national recording artists on.
How cool is it? I mean, and he was just so kind and so gentle, so laid back, and we just laughed and had a good time.
Oh yeah, great episode. So we're looking forward to that, and hope you do too. Yep.
You need your coming soon, boys. Coming soon to an episode for you.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess the last thing before we wrap up is just a quick shout out to some of our new Patreon members. Since the last time we've done this, the past couple months, we've got Ashley Morris is a Patreon member back in early April. We got Bjorn Casper, David Pennington, Richard Numi. Some new ones, yeah. And
this is great.
Appreciate that big time. Christine Corbin.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so Patreon is something that we, be perfectly honest, we have been lax in putting stuff out that we should at that kind of level.
Well, it takes a partnership here to do this, and I haven't been fulfilling my end of that partnership.
Oh, I'm glad you finally admitted that out loud to our listening audience.
Well, I've kind of been busy.
You have been, baby, and I know you have.
I have, but things are going to change.
Oh, I know.
You better hold on.
Hold on tight.
But that's where these questions came from, too. Well, except for one of them. That's where these questions came from that today that we were sharing with you guys is from Patreon. And yes, we do need to up our game on Patreon and be looking for that to happen too. That's going to be there.
We have several different ways that you can participate on Patreon. I mean, if any of you are not familiar with it, it's just a well-established website that a lot of content creators use. It's a simple, interactive way that you, as a enjoyer of our podcast, can give us a little bit of support to help keep this podcast going. And also be able to participate at a more intimate level by chatting with us through the Patreon interface, by sending in the questions, being able to get shout-outs on our episodes, and then at our highest level be able to participate in some personal Zooms and
we do some
fun little events like that. First to know of things going on, and then little unique behind the scenes things and what's coming next kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that we do it. We have all that cool information, but we've just been lazy about not putting it up there like we should.
It's a lot of work. Honey.
So it is, I know, but we're going to dial in and do better at it. Yes. But we just wanted to thank the folks that are participating. I'm just
impressed that we have a listener at this point.
Yeah.
And so I guess in my mind, I was thinking, well, I got plenty of time because, we just don't have a listener yet. But now we have a couple of listeners, and it's growing. So thank you for that.
We're having a lot of fun with it. We hope you're enjoying it.
I hope you are loving it.
If you enjoy it and like for us to continue it and get it better and make it even more enjoyable, then consider giving our Patreon page a visit and seeing what we have to offer there. It's the Derivative Fox community on Patreon is where you
send in your questions too. That's fun. We like doing that.
I think that we did a pretty good job today, considering it's Memorial Day and we weren't planning on doing an episode of our own, and but here we did it.
We did it. Well, I just thought it'd be fun to get some of the listener questions in here, and then of course you had your little story to tell, and you just never know.
Rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my baby.
Please stop.
Feel a little frisky.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Rain is a good thing. I think that's the title of that song.
I don't have any clue. I have no idea. Someone on here will know, but I do not know.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this fun little chat, listener, and keep your eyes peeled for our upcoming episodes. We got the big Antsy McLean one coming. We also have something super special that we're not going to tell you about for episode 50.
Yes.
And that's, that's several weeks out. I mean, we're I think
10. I think we're at 41.
Something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But episode 50 is kind of a milestone episode for us, and we're going to really do something cool and special for that one. And until then, we hope you come back and listen to more, and we'll see you down the road, right, Gina?
Yes, we will. Thanks for listening, you guys. We'll see you down the road.